Hi everybody, great to be with you all again. So, announcements. Next stream is Tuesday the 24th of December at 10 AM UK time, which is Christmas Eve. It'll be short and sweet and on Christmas Eve. So, hi there to everybody, hi there to White Stripes, hi to Julia, hi to Manu, hi to Oksana, hi to Renyard, hi to Ronan, hi to Typhor, hi to Yuri, and hi to White Stripes again. And Victor, lovely to see you. Why later life can be a golden age for friendship. So, here we go. Guess the words that fit the gaps. Our social goals change in surprising ways and understanding this can help us build connections with others, research says. Hi Vandana, hi Manisco. Over our lifetime, help us to build lasting connections. Well done, Yuri. Lifetime for Oksana, but that's definitely an ice cream for Yuri to start with. I didn't think anyone was going to get that. Well done, Yuri. Build healthy connections, better connections over our whole lifetime. Good words, Manu. Okay, so this can help us build fulfilling connections. An eaten mess you wanted, Yuri. Well done, Yuri. Inextricable connections. Inextricable normally implies that you want to get out of them, White Stripes. Better connections, healthy connections. Good words, Julia. So let's try the next one. Do you prefer lots of new people or spending time with a small of close friends? Okay, this is pretty easy today so far. So do you prefer meeting lots of new people or spending time with a small circle of friends? Group for Vandana. Befriending lots of new people, circle for White Stripes. Meeting and circle for Julia. Meeting for Vandana. Engage. It would be engaging photo Sheb. Okay, it would be, do you prefer engaging lots of new people? Communicating with lots of new people? No, I'm here today, Sid. Good to be turnover. Prefer turnover of. Okay, if you've got that of, it works. Prefer hanging out with. Yes, Renyard. Okay, here. Circle of close friends. Circle. I think circle is the right word. Look at that, circle. Hi, Sophie Modo. Meeting and group. Do you prefer meeting? Very good. Lots of new people or spending time with a small circle of close friends? So let's go for the next one. A small and it would be restricted Typhor. Chilling. Hi Na, lovely to see you. Chilling with a group of friends. Chilling's a very modern word, yeah. With a small group. Yes, Nad. Good to have you, Nad. So you may think that the answer depends on whether you're naturally more of an extrovert or an introvert. But there's another crucial yet little known that are social preferences. Age. Aspect shapes for White Stripes. Factor and influences for Oksana. Hi Chaya, lovely to see you. Another little known feature, a little known fact that denotes, you're going to need an S with that, Vandana, but yes, that affects our social preferences. Yes. Hi Nadia, lovely to see you. Another little known concept that describes, yes, that influences. Influence is a good word. Hi Nightingale Torso. There are ambiverts now, they say. That's a brilliant word. I've got to write that down, Oksana. Let me see. Ambivert. I think that's worth a video. Ambivert. A little known fact that describes for Julia. That impacts. Yes, impacts would work. Little known issue. Hi Valentine, lovely to see you. Okay, it's a little known factor that shapes. Notice this verb to shape as a shape as a verb. So factor, well done Sophie. Fact that influences, good Nadia. Okay, let's try the next one. Friendship benefits people across all ages. Improving our health and lifespan, a large of research shows. So yes, you scream for ice cream. You definitely deserve it because you got some of those shapes. You got definitely white stripes. So strawberry ice cream for white stripes. Doesn't fit in the first one. Significantly improving, good word. A body of research, that's the ice cream word. Greatly improving, good Valentine. Greatly for Yuri. A large shape, it's not a shape, a large bunch. Corpus is a really good word, but significantly improving, a large corpus of research shows. Even improving, a large amount of research shows. Greatly improved for Vandana. Body of research for Vandana. That greatly improving. A large scale. Large scale. Actually improving. It works, Nadia, definitely. Massively significant for Manu. Massively improving, yes. By improving and body. So body very definitely for the second one. And even. Who was that with even? Even is for Nadiman. Well done, Nad. You get the ice cream, Nad. Congratulations. So a body of research, a corpus of research, with what White Stripes said. Yeah. And even improving our health and lifespan. By and by, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got a by and by video. In later life, friendships can become an important of happiness and life satisfaction. So well done, Nad, for the last one. Chocolate ice cream for Nad. An increasingly important determinant of happiness. An incredibly important sense of happiness. An increasingly important marker of happiness. Okay, so I'm glad you're all thinking about this, Anne. Hi, Susanta, lovely to see you. Alleviate. Hi, Anurag, doesn't work. An extremely important cause of happiness. Well done, Renyard. Sauce, ice cream for Valentine. It's a source. I'm certain this word is a source. An irreplicable inexplicably important, an important part. Yes, part works quite nicely, Chaya. And especially, ice cream for Nadia, especially important. Important source. Good. Patricia, lovely to see you. An indispensably important aspect. That's good from Vandana as well. And especially from Hopeless Digger. Well done, Hopeless Digger. An individual. Hi, Katia. A key source of happiness is good, Typhel. An incontrovertibly important source. Great to see you, Katia. Happy Saturday. An utmost source. Not utmost, Julia, but source very definitely. Not according to Schopenhauer. Hi, Alexander. Well done. Well done, Niall. Reason for happiness. Important well of happiness. It would be a well without wells, just a well of happiness. A paramount source. Source for Nadia, source for Julia. Important makeup. No, not quite makeup. And essentially important. Okay, an extremely important and irreplaceable source of happiness. Yeah. So, who's this? A contributor of happiness. I would say a contributor to happiness. It's contribute to. Okay, so a contributor to happiness. Well, you're here, P, and that's good. Good. Okay, I understand that, Chay. It's very important. When the volume is very low, it's difficult to understand. Thank you. Have a good day. That's really nice of you. Good to see you. Have a good day. Hi to you. So, and irreplaceable. So notice, especially with the E is particularly. Not without the E, specially it says that something is special, but especially a particularly important source of happiness. So let's continue. Frequent with a close friend may in fact happiness in old age more than those with close family. An effaceable frame of happiness, an ineffaceable frame of happiness. Frequent meetings, says Valentine. Frequent chats, frequent interactions. In fact, bolster, good words, White Stripes. Get-togethers, good, Oksana. Chinwags, plural, Yuri. Frequent meetings, Sid. May in fact bring happiness, good, Valentine. Frequent encounters may boost. Boost is the ice cream word for the second one, I'm pretty sure, Alexander. You need to listen to as much as you can, Anurag. Frequent chats bring happiness, foster happiness. Frequent getting, so it's going to be frequent getting together with, to get together with Katia. Frequent encounters with, sustain happiness, good, Rainyard. Fat chewings. Frequent chewing of the fat, I would say, Yuri. Frequent conversations, good. They in fact boost, not booster, but boost, Sid. Interactions and boost, Vandana, yes. Meetings, gatherings with a close friend may in fact boost, yes, Katia. So frequent hanging out, yes, increasing happiness, not for the second one. So may in fact boost. Enhance happiness is good, Jaya. Frequent meetings, gatherings with a close friend, Manu. Frequent altercation. But an altercation is an argument, Susanta. I had an altercation with the guy next door. May enhance happiness, good, Chaya. Encounters and boost for Nadia. Frequent exchanges with a close friend. Good. May embalm. Embalm means like it... I think embalm goes too far, because embalm implies it's dead. May in fact boost. May in fact bring. Yes, Manisco. Frequent tete-a-tetes. Yes. It's a bit dry, but it is academic, and you did get the boost, Alexander. So, one simple explanation for this. Yes, definitely foster happiness. Foster is a really good word, Oksana. Frequent chats. To trounce. To beat thoroughly in a competition. So it looked like Australia were going to trounce India in the test match. And rain stopped play. Okay, she argues with you and then she feels happy. Okay, one simple explanation for this is that friendships can be more fun and less tense than other relationships. So stressful, Oksana, laboured, demanding, confrontational, disagreeable from White Stripes, and simpler. Simpler works, Sophie. Well done, Sophie. Less tense and stressed out. And conflictual. I like that word, conflictual. More fulfilling and more fulfilling. Nonchalant. Nonchalant is a person's attitude to life. And less strenuous. Good, Renyard. And liable. No, liable doesn't work. Hopeless. Less demanding is a good word. Less tense and... No, it doesn't have to work for both adjectives. Less tense and funnier. This less can be one or both. Less binding, less entertaining, less tense and joyful, less chilling. Less... Whoops, I seem to have lost it. I can't remember the word and I've taken it out. Sorry about that. Okay, let's... troublesome. Okay, I'm going to go straight on to the next one. I'm sorry about that, guys. I could find it, but it's going to take me a couple of minutes. It's not worth finding. One simple explanation for this is that friendships can be more fun, less tense than other relationships. Okay, according to a study. I think all of these answers are very good. I think you produced a raft of good answers. According to a study of Americans aged over 65, with friends were seen as more than those with family members. And subversive, for example, Patricia. Less stressful. It's something that is similar to stressful. I remember it was quite a good word, but I can't remember it. Relationships as more rewarding. Good words, Oksana. Hello, Salahuddin. Hanging out with friends. It works, Julia. Encounters. Good, Nadia. More beneficial. Good, Julia. Bonds with friends were more fulfilling. Good, Nina. Lovely to see you. Subversive is a good word. Going out with friends, yes, Susanna, gatherings with friends were seen as more enjoyable. Nope, I don't speak American English, Salah. Parties, yes, more joyful, yes. Bonds with friends as more enriching. Good words, Patricia. Meetings with friends were more attractive, more satisfying. Susanna. Huh. Flivity gibbets. As more enjoyable, yes, Nad. Hanging out with friends was more enjoyable, yes. Typhoon. Living energetic, not quite Anurag. More satisfying, yes, Nadia. Hanging out with. Living with friends was seen. No, living doesn't work. More energetic. Ooh. More satisfying. Doing something. Encounters, meetings with friends were seen as more satisfying. The meeting or the event causes satisfaction. ING is the cause. Only hardcore English. Okay, come, let's go to the next one. Okay, so according to a study, encounters with friends. People can be satisfied. Things satisfying. That's it exactly. More beneficial. Yes, hopeless. So, hi Saruk. Okay, encounters. Yes, it's mannish. With friends were seen as more pleasant. Okay, and let's continue. These contrast with older studies that more on close family as the key source of support for aging adults. Yes, ice cream word directly, Oksana. Good, hopeless. Well done, Sid. Seen as more uplifting. Uplifting's a good word, Patricia. In fact, yes. These observations, these findings, good, Alexander. That rely more, good word for the second one, Valentine. That focused, good, Renyard. Focused, I think, is the ice cream word. That drastic. No, it needs to be a noun, I think, Rainyard, the first one. But focused is the ice cream word for the second one. So well done, Rainyard. That insisted more closely. Yes, I guess insisted would work. Findings that focused. Yes, mannish. That rely more on. Yes, Alexander. These styles contrast. Yeah, I suppose so, Katya. These figures. That zero. So zero in on. Zero in on it would be. These figures. These statistics. Concomitant and lies. That pillared more on, that were pillared more on, that were based on findings and focus for mannish, concomitant and lies. These surveys contrast with, good word, Patricia, these researches. Normally its research is uncountable. This research that focus more on, good, Nadia. Okay, that rely, that count on more. These encounters contrast, that concentrated more on, that focus more on. So these findings focus more. Well done many of you. That commit to. Okay. Assume, not to assume. In Erikson's stage theory, the conflict for middle adulthood is generativity versus stagnation, and over fives it's integrity versus despair. And social contribution is often the most productive goal. That's interesting. Thank you, Nina. So, let's go with the next one. It's great having you, Nad. It's lovely to see you. Welcome. Yep, 40 people. That's good. To young people, there is, however, one important difference in how older people choose and maintain their friendship. Older to younger, no. Well done, White Stripes. These inferences, in contrast to, for Sid, whereas, without the two, Yuri, relative to, Hi Jode, in contrast, contrary to, Alexander says compared to, thank you, Anurag, contrary to young people. Okay, alike to, compared to, good Julia. Contrary to. Manish goes for compared as well. And Nadia, compared to young people. There is, however, one important difference. So if you compare the old people to young people, there is one significant difference. As opposed to, yes, hopeless. In contrast to, yes, Patricia. Opposite to, yes, Susanta. In contrast, on matching to. Without the in, Sid, contrary to, opposed to, as opposed to. While young people tend to look for new contacts, older people deliberately their social networks, says Catherine Fiore, a professor of psychology at Adelphi University, New York. Narrow down, deliberately narrow down. That's very good, Yuri. Now you need a single word for that. Tend to constantly and limit. That's both good words, White Stripe. To deliberately shrink. Yes, that's very good, Alexander. Tend to often works in the first one. Deliberately shorten. To prune. Persistently look and prune. Those are good words. I like that word prune. To cut off. Tend to particularly look for. Yes, Yuri. Tend to ferret out, Manu. Ferret out. Tend to constantly for Julia. Yes. Cut down on. Rule out. So definitely for Alexander to shrink. That's the ice cream. So ice cream for Alexander there. Okay, so young people tend to actively look for new contacts. Older people deliberately shrink. Trim down is a good word, AQ. Unstoppably look. Yes, it works in the first one. Unstoppably look for, to actively look for. Okay, deliberately. It's going to have to be an adverb, Mano. So while this reduction in number of relationships in our lives has important advantages, it also has some disadvantages that can be worth she and others say. When you make a mistake, your confidence shrinks. Worth noting. Noting's a good word. Considering, good. Addressing, yes, Alexander. Ooh. Worth considering, yes, Susanta. Considering for Valentine. Worth mentioning, good word, Renyard. worth considering for Nadia and Julia. I like Renyard's mentioning better and addressing is right. Winnow their community. Yes, and that word comes later, Nina. That word comes later in the article. To winnow is a word they use in one of the next ones. Good. Delving into, perusing, can be worth perusing, can be well worth addressing, well worth keeping in mind. So addressing there for Alexander and for Sid can be well worth considering, can be well worth holding on to. Deliberating on is a good word as well, Manish. Hi Rex SB can be worth deliberation, deliberating, deliberation, consideration. And one advantage of a smaller circle is that the remaining carefully chosen tend to be high quality. Strawberry flavour definitely for you. One advantage of having a smaller circle, definitely Oksana. Maintaining, good word Alexander. Carefully chosen participants, yes, for the second one. Having, usually tend to be good white stripes. Of choosing a smaller circle, good Sid. Chosen connections, yes Alexander. Of keeping a smaller circle. Carefully chosen friends, good Renyard. Sticking to a smaller circle. Curating, good word Rex, I like that word Rex. Carefully chosen members, good words Rex. Of maintaining, keeping, well done Manish. Carefully chosen bonds, maybe it's better with something that talks about the friends. Holding, having, being, relying on. So one advantage of cultivating, you cultivate people as if you're growing them. Carefully chosen ties, relationships is a good word as well, Alexander. Carefully chosen ties. Structuring a smaller circle of friends. Having high geo, chosen bonds, chosen ties, exactly. Makes sense, yes. As people age, they're on future changes. They have less time to live, essentially, Fiore says. Their priorities, and they tend to be focused on socio-emotional goals. Their perspective, well done Yuri. Perspective, their priorities shift. Good words Nina, well done Nina. Their hindsight, their focus on the future changes. Yes, Oksana, their outlook, their priorities alter, good white stripes. Their concepts on the future, yes, said. Priorities shift, their priorities shift without the S, but yes, Yuri. Perspective and shift, good Julia. Shift for the second one, says Alexander. Their view on the future changes. Their priorities vary, good Renyard. Their perception on the future, yes Jaya. Their priorities evolve, I like evolve. Their priorities shift from Manish. Their priorities change, yes Sid. Their view on priorities. Their perspectives shift, says Manish. Their priorities. Their perspectives change, so their perspective shifts. Well done many of you. Their priorities change, shift, move, become different. But their priorities are diverted, I would say, Chaya. Their priorities become diverted. Yeah, because something needs to divert. Age diverts their priorities. Their focus on the future changes. Their perceptiveness of the future. So, chance and evolve. Priorities become not even close. Become reordered. Yeah, they become reordered. Get diverted. Get diverted would have changed it. Manu says, perspective, hindsight, landscape, future. Well, this next one's difficult. This is also known as the socio-emotional development theory. Good word, Nina. Well done, Oksana. Growth is a good word. Development, well done, Manu. Friendship theory. Woof. I think it's things moving apart, if I remember correctly. Motion. Ties would. Proliferation's a good word, Susanta. Evolution is a nice one as well, Nadia. Socio-emotional, divergent theory. Selectivity theory. There you go. That was a hard one to guess. And let's continue. Younger adults see their future as and focus on building new connections. And this is where you needed that word. Future as overtime. You need your previous answer now, White Stripes. Selectivity theory. As bright. Yeah, bright would work. As develop, I would probably say as developing, Renyard. Their future as approaching. Yeah. Optimistic. Yes, Anurag. I'm going overtime. Okay, yes. As expanding. I thought you were going to put divergent here. They see their future as expanding. Aesthetic. Undefined. So expanding, getting bigger and bigger. As coruscating. Optimistic, opportune. Older adults spending time with people who know them well and therefore their connections down. Coalescence theory, I like it. As promising. Prefer spending time, good. And there are and therefore are like spending time. Yes, Valentine. To narrow their connections down. Good, Yuri. Choose to spend time. Choose to spend time, Oksana. Tend to spend time. Wow. To whittle down. Whittle down's a really good word, Manish. Love spending, tend to... So prefer spending. Love spending. Tend to spend. Are prone to spend. To narrow down is a good word. Prefer to spend and narrow down. Good. Yes, Oksana. I think this is the winning one. Relish spending time. Whittle down. Ha! Winnow down would have worked perfectly. Prioritize. Yes! To whittle down, to cut down, to size down, to winnow down. To whittle is to cut pieces of wood off, to carve, normally with a knife, with a penknife. Yeah, to whittle, you take a penknife and you take a piece of wood and you carve a shape by whittling. Yeah, definitely. To whittle down, it means to winnow down, and this time, winnow down. Yes, Patricia. Fiore explains that the winnowing down. Whittle, to cut a piece of wood into a shape with a knife. Pruning or cutting off. Hi, Joe Wilson. Sizing down, good word. The cutting down. Yeah. Whittle, cut. Whittling down. And this time it's winnowing down. Okay, so if you look at these. Whittle down, winnow down, pare down. Double down is to be even stronger, more strongly in support of something. So. Whoops. Yeah, he could buy a yacht for every viewer. I love that. English has huge numbers of words. Okay, so in this case, finally, winnow down. And that's the end. So, thank you all very much for coming. Okay, let's see. Next stream is on Tuesday, which is the 24th of December at 10 a.m. UK time. You're chuffed to bits you could join today. I'm really happy to have you. Christmas Eve, yes. Okay, it's been great having you all. Thank you all for coming. So, let's see. Thank you to Alexander and Anurag and Dawit. Thank you to Go and Joe Wilson and Julia and Manisco. Thank you to Manish and Manu and Nadia. Thank you to Nina and Oksana and Patricia and Renyard and Sid. Thank you to Susanta and Valentine and Victor and Yuri. And thank you to White Stripes. And well, thank you to all of you who came. It's been wonderful having you all. So take care, and I hope to see you all on Christmas Eve. Something like raw spaghetti. No, Typhor, the phrase is let's see, which would you rather have, Typhor? £5 or a slap in the eye with a dead fish? Well, definitely £5 is better than a slap in the eye with the dead fish. With a dead fish. Walking in the rain. The more the merrier. Yes. So take care, and I hope to see you all on Christmas Eve for a little bit. So